we gotta talk about who I consider to be the final boss of film. He's what LeBron, Kobe, and MJ is to basketball. He's what Messi and Ronaldo is to soccer. He's what Tom Brady is to football. However great of a filmmaker you think you are, he is. We're talking about a guy that can do whatever he wants when he wants. A guy who can drop tickets for his movie a year before it even comes out and have them sold out. Spider-Man movie doesn't even get IMAX viewings because he got all IMAX screens booked out for his movie. We're talking about the president of the Directors Guild of America, the union representing over 19,500 directors and directorial team members. We're talking about no other than Christopher Nolan. And listen, I think I can show you better than I can tell you, because truth is, this guy doesn't need a lyrical introduction. You wouldn't understand the glaze from my mouth alone.
Where were you going in your mind, bro? Whoa! Freak, nasty, freaky, dicky boy.
You just have to feel it from his movies. You just have to experience. The Odyssey is, from what I heard, filmed entirely in IMAX, which you probably heard as well, which means Nolan just made history. And we can agree now that an entire movie can be shot in this format. Other filmmakers are going to start testing those waters as well. So first things first, where does Nolan end up after the Odyssey? In terms of movie, I've heard so many different things, with the most popular one being, well, I mean, if horror is in his capabilities, if we're going off one scene in Oppenheimer, then I don't know. Hey, future me here, I watched the Odyssey, and yeah, scratch anything else and give Christopher Nolan how much ever he needs to make a horror film, because my God, this guy had me clenching pearls I didn't know I had, all right? I was in there begging for mercy for Nolan to stop, and to no avail, he kept going. The Cyclops and the body horror scene was generally hard to sit through. So with Oppenheimer and the Odyssey being Nolan's dip in the pool for horror, what source material should he adapt? I've heard Dante's Inferno, which
through me you go to the grief-racked city. Through me to everlasting pain you go. Through me you go and pass among lost souls.
Sounds interesting, but I'm not entirely stuck on an adaptation of something. I would love to see what Nolan could cook up with his own mind, with no strings holding him back to a source material. But if not horror, then maybe returning to a more grounded approach like Memento. I mean, I don't mind what he does next. He has my money forever. But the filmmaker in me just can't help but want to see a Nolan-style horror movie entirely shot and filmed in 70mm IMAX. So what's next for the film industry? Well, since Nolan is like the final boss of filmmakers, when he flocks, they all flock. No, but seriously, the creation of the Odyssey was like a big middle finger to AI and like anyone who stands with it. If you're following the creation of this film from the pre-production phase all the way to the post-production, then you can tell this film took a lot of work. Now, one of two things can happen. Filmmakers can be inspired by this or simply not care. Now, if they're inspired, then we'll probably be seeing a lot of IMAX 70mm film in the future. I mean, the next Dune movie is coming out in 70mm IMAX screens, and with the tickets going on sale and selling out the same day, there has become a huge demand for this format. Only Christopher Nolan could make people pay attention to what format they see the movie in. I mean, even Marvel is trying to get you to pay for a format now, and they're calling it Infinity Vision or whatever that means. So whether you like it or not, the industry will sure change due to Christopher Nolan's lack of settling. So you can either hop on board or subscribe to this channel and like this video so I know you guys are enjoying my content.